Hadith of the Day, a program from the Call of Islam.
Send me your mercy, send me your peace, or I am lost for sure. Oh Lord, here I am, yearning for your cure. This humble servant will be diverted from you no more, no more, no more.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام والتحية والإكرام على سيدنا ونبينا وحبيب قلوبنا وطبيب نفوسنا أبي القاسم محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we will be looking at a narration that has come to us from Imam Muhammad al-Baqir alayhi salam, and it has also been attributed to our 11th Imam, Imam Hassan al-Askari alayhi salam, in which it is narrated that he said, إن الله عز وجل جعل للشر أقفالا وجعل مفاتيح تلك الأقفال الشراب والكذب شر من الشراب. An interesting narration in which it says that indeed Allah Azza wa Jal has put locks for evil deeds. Every evil action has been locked with a padlock, for example. وَجَعْلَ مَفَاتِيحَ تِلْكَ الْأَقْفَالِ, and He has made the keys for those locks in alcohol, the drinking of alcohol. So basically, when you drink alcohol, when you consume intoxicants, then you are opening the locks of evil deeds. But in the end he says something very interesting. وَالْكَذِبُ شَرٌّ مِنَ الشَّرَابِ, and telling lies and being dishonest is worse than consuming alcohol, than consuming intoxicants. So let us look at this hadith briefly. Two important vices have been mentioned in this hadith. The first is the consumption of alcohol, or we can generalize it to the intake of any form of intoxication, any intoxicant. And the second vice being telling lies, being dishonest. Now when you look at alcohol or intoxicants, and when a person consumes intoxicants, they lose their senses. They are not able to think straight. And because of their state of being drunk or their state of being intoxicated, they end up saying things or doing things that they later come to regret. And that is why it has been termed as the keys to all evils. Things that a person would not normally do when they are sober, when they are in a state of mind where they can differentiate between good and evil, where they can understand the consequences of their deeds. Those things and those actions are easily done by the same individual if that individual is intoxicated. The same person who would not do something or will not even consider doing something when they are not intoxicated, when they are sober, they do the same thing when they are intoxicated. And that shows us that the intoxicants remove that barrier, remove that hindrance that prevents a human being from doing things that are evil. And that is why Allah Azza wa Jal says that for every evil deed He has placed a lock. That lock is what stops a person from accessing or from using those evil things. However, the key that is used to open up those locks such that the evil becomes free, the evil becomes accessible, the evil is followed, the evil is practiced, the key is for a person to lose their senses through intoxication, for a person to lose their senses through drinking alcohol or taking drugs or any such thing. But having spoken about this first vice, worse than intoxication is telling lies. Worse than consuming alcohol is telling lies. How can telling lies be worse than drinking alcohol? How? When we know that drinking alcohol is the key for opening the locks of all evils, how can this be compared to telling lies? What scholars have said is there is a difference between what is done when a person is intoxicated and what is done when a person lies. The difference, which is quite evident, is that when a person is intoxicated, they lose their senses. They are unable to differentiate between good and evil. They are unable to think about the consequences of their actions because they are not in their senses. But when a person tells lies, then that person knowingly does something which he knows to be wrong. It is not attributable to losing one's mind. One cannot say that I lied because I lost my senses. No. You are fully aware that you are lying. You are fully aware that you are dishonest, and yet you tell someone a lie. And that is why it is worse. When a person consumes alcohol, what he does after that can be attributed to loss of one's senses, loss of one's ability to differentiate good from evil. But when a person lies, they cannot attribute it to any such thing. They do it knowingly. They do it with complete volition. It is not by accident. It is not because they cannot know what they are doing. And therefore, telling lies is considered worse than drinking alcohol. And if drinking alcohol is the key to all evils, and telling lies is worse, then you can imagine what telling lies would be. It is like saying that all evils have one key, and the key is drinking alcohol. But the lock that opens the key of alcohol, or that which is worse than alcohol, is telling lies. Because telling lies would make one feel that he or she is free from all sorts of blame in the society. We pray to Allah Azza wa Jal to help us keep away from all these vices, the vices of intoxication and the vices of dishonesty and telling lies, so that we may be amongst the true followers of the infallibles. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammadin wa alihi at-tahirin.
Thank you for listening to the Call of Islam. And if you have any questions or would require any information, don't forget to contact us by email. Contact us at coi@irib.ir.
Oh Lord, here I am, pleading at your door. Send me your mercy, send me your peace, or I am lost for sure. Oh Lord, here I am, yearning for your cure. This humble servant will be diverted from you no more, no